Right, hello and welcome back to my Final Fantasy VII playthrough. This is the second part in which, well, you'll see what happens. In the last part, we got introduced to Cloud and Barrett, who you see pictured. Cloud used to work for Shinra as a member of Soldier, and Barrett is the member or leader of a group called Avalanche, who are trying to save the world from Shinra, who are sucking the lifeblood out of the planet. So just your everyday stuff, really. Anyway, without much further ado, I mean, you don't want to sit and listen to me babble and then nothing going on the screen, so let's get on with it. Let's go. And a fight within the X amount of seconds of the video starting. That's not bad, eh? So about 30 seconds, if that. Some pretty wacky looking contraptions in this game. Some pretty weird looking monsters. I think they're kind of people in strange suits. These, but I don't know. That's obviously some kind of mad robot with Gatling guns. In fact, I think you can see the names if you actually put the sweeper. There you go. I try not to use magic against just average enemies because I tend to save that for the big boys, so to speak. Okay. Now, usually I would be all over trying to sort of get ahead of the level curve, but seeing as I'm doing a Let's Play, you're not going to want to see me running around in circles picking fights for hours on end. So what I'll do is when I do that, I will cut it out and not include it in these videos because no one wants to see me running in circles for hours on end. I'm not going to do it probably until I hit some more open areas. There's a couple of sections, but I'll tell you when I've done it, so it doesn't look like I've just either cheated or skipped ahead. I'll let you know. You'll also be able to see in time played how long I spent. So, received the restore material. Can't actually use it yet, so that's pretty pointless at this stage. But it'll be good later. When we play this place, it ain't gonna be nothing more than a hunk of junk. Cloud, you set the bomb. Shouldn't you do it? Just do it, I've got to watch to make sure you don't pull nothing. Ah, see, there's no trust, it's no good. Ooh. What's this? That was odd. Heads up. Here they come. Boss time. As you can probably tell. Guard Scorpion, it's called. Actually, I shouldn't just be using attacks. I'm being a little bit careless here, actually. But I've got a limit break, so that's good. So let's do Braver. This is the first time we see a limit break. Achievement unlocked Braver. You don't get that on the PS1, obviously. There we go. So that's basically a special attack, as you can tell. You get that after you've been hit enough times to see that limit gauge. That fills up the more you get attacked. I'm gonna hold back a tiny. No, I'm not gonna just sack him. That was the first time I used magic. I was a little bit quick there, I should have showed you, but just scroll down to magic and click the piece of magic you want to use and select it. So guys, 88. Ah, now this is why I was waiting to hit that attack button. You do not want to attack him while his tail's up. It's just saying that now. Attack while its tail's up and it will counter attack with his laser. So what you want to do, if you click to the sides, do change your defend. So I'm going to do defend and defend. And just wait for that tail to go back down. I could heal Cloud, but I've got a feeling that I might be able to pull this off without having to waste a potion. There we go. So he can attack, and I will use Bolt. I think he's susceptible to lightning, but I can't be 100% sure to that. Someone probably correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, weakness lightning. I just sort of averted my eyes to my second screen there, and it actually happened to be up there already, so that was handy. Yeah, the weakness is definitely lightning for this one, so I'm going to use Bolt, which is why I'll save my MP. I should really be a bit more careful because he's only got 154 health left. I should probably throw him a potion in a minute. Let me just quickly get this bolt in and see if it kills it. No. Right, in that case, I think it's going to hit him again. Yeah. Let's throw him a potion. You gotta know when the time is to use these things. I don't like wasting them early on. There we go. We have a winner. There's a slightly different winning music, I think, for a boss fight. Or is it not? I think I'm a bit mad, I'm getting a bit tired. I think it's probably actually the same. We'll see after we have a fight in a moment. Come on, let's get out of here. That sounds like a good idea if you've just armed a bomb. 10 minutes to detonation. There we go. Now, under normal circumstances this would be quite tense, but I've got absolutely no doubt that I'm going to make it out of here within 10 minutes, no matter how many fights I want to throw at me. You always tend to find that you get fights happen in this game when you really don't need them. It tends to be when you're in a rush or something, they just keep chucking them at you really quickly. Quite surprised I got that far without a fight happening there. Right, little trick. Where was it? I've forgotten how to do it now. There is a trick for that, but I've forgotten what buttons. Ah, that's it. Okay, it's L1 and R1 on the PlayStation. I'll show you it at a later date, but see if you start with a back attack. Quickly press L1 and R1. For me it's left and right on my keyboard, and it will go as if they're going to try and escape battle, but you just do it for a second, it turns them back round. I'll show you if I get another back attack on me. It's a shame I kind of missed it there. Oh, nearly ran away. Let's help Jessie, she's got her leg caught. There. Done a good deed for the day. There's another fight already. Back attack on preemptive strike. You actually do more damage when you're when you've basically got the jump on them, which makes sense. Guys, another quick battle. More money in the old coffers. And there we go. That was a little bit finicky to get onto that ladder there. I always have a tiny bit of trouble getting onto it. It's the sort of area where it sets you clicking the button is quite small for some reason. There we go, let's get out of here. he do it? Can he do it? Oh, he's managed to get up the entire staircase without a fight. That's impressive. Right, so there's not going to be anything in the chest anymore as we got that earlier. Go. That's another fight done. Let me check it was. Yeah, it is. I thought it was Jesse. Let's get out of here. There we go. Of course she's clumsy. Twice I saved her life. Boom. Who would have thought? An explosion keeping the planet going a little longer. Speaking of explosions, they're another one. Right, no use hanging about here, I don't think there's anything to gain. Ah, I like this. Hey. Don't knock over a lady. Let's be nice to her. Let's buy one. It's actually interesting. I'm not going to go into the mechanics or the depth, the in-depthness of it, so to speak, but see being nice or being mean to certain characters in this game will have an effect on a scene later in the game. Those of you that have played it will know exactly what I'm talking about. I'll just say gold saucer, you know exactly what I mean. For those of you who are planning on playing it, take a look at the guide that I've mentioned in the previous episode. Have a little look at that, because that explains in depth what you need to do to get each particular outcome. I'll say I'm not going to spoil it by telling you what happens. So that's Avalanche, who we were just helping. Do you know what? I like fighting them. You can run away, it'll probably make it a lot quicker, but I'm not one shy away from a fight. Well, not in games anyway. I'm a peaceful man in real life. Man of peace and harmony. James Bond film. All those bullets flying here, I don't get hit by any of them. Apart from just now. Funny how that nightstick did more to me than the bullets did. Notice as well that since the cutscene happened, my hit points have been refilled, so I never needed to use a potion unnecessarily, so that's another good thing. One more fight. Right, now let's get the dude that just shot me from behind first, I think. Because he's going to do more damage from there. So, let's turn him around. Didn't quite work. Only really works for back attacks. Like from the start. Go. My little action hero guy, jumping on moving trains. Right, I'm actually going to leave it right there for this episode. As you can see, that was quite action packed. We had a boss fight and various people chasing me down after the bombing. Learnt a tiny bit more about Avalanche. Hopefully you managed to get a little bit of information from, you know, little bits and bobs that I told you there. I would like to sort of fit in something helpful into every one of these videos, so hopefully you carry on watching them. Thank you for joining me for the second one, especially if you've watched my first one as well. Thank you for sticking with it, and I hope to see you in future. If you need, if you have any like feedback, whether it's positive or even just constructive, or any feedback at all, I welcome it. Just pop it in the comments below. Give me a thumbs up if you like it, and subscribe if you haven't already. It would be nice to have you with me. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you on the next episode hopefully. Bye.